Hey, Chet. What's up? Woo. Oh, man. Yeah, sorry it took so long for me to get the stream up. I said I was going to try and make it earlier in the day, but that did not end up happening. My nap after work was quite a bit larger than a nap. Actually, no, it was still a nap, but I was asleep until about 2 o'clock-ish. And then I was like, oh, I really need to get up and mow the lawn. So I did all of that. And now I am here. Alrighty. So, thumbnail is a little bit of a hint. Thumbnail is the location that I needed to go for the next thing that I want to do. We're in the Putrefied Ducts. I just traveled to the Bellway and then took a screenshot so that I could make a thumbnail. Like, I literally just, It's hard to do thumbnails for this game sometimes, especially in Act 3, because I don't want to be spoilery or anything. But I literally just, like, stood up here, and I was like, there, I'll take a screenshot. But, yeah, not the most creative solution, so it looks like maybe I want to go up directly from here. No? Sorry for waking you up. It's right here. But... oh, wow. Wow, that's annoying. What the... huh? What the heck? Hold on. There's some tomfoolery going on right here. And yes, I am indeed using Shaman Crest. We got that last stream. Why is that room transitioning me back down into here? Unless I'm just straight up not doing it right. Huh. Fall while holding down? Oh my god, that did it. Jesus. That's such a weird little hard shortcut to use. Alright. Well, we're gonna travel down here. Ah, damn. It's been a while since I've been around this general area, so I do apologize in advance for any, oh, okay, motherfucker. I kind of understand why they maybe don't want you to fully revisit this. Alright, down through here. I should have claw lined onto that wall. This guy started back up. And it got me, and it got me again. The motherfucker. Okay. Let's heal off this thing. I feel like at this point it would have been better to go the other way. Okay, so let's do that claw line. Get hit by the spikes just because my positioning is so ass. And yeah, this is totally not worth it at all, by the way. I'm looking at the map right now. I totally could have just gone a different... Why did it come back so soon? I'm actually... No, we're not doing this path. It is so bad. Do I have the overwhelming urge to explore any possible thing? I kind of just stick to my paths. If I want to take a path, I'll take it, and that's for better or for worse. We need to ascend in the Memoriam area. I am fairly certain. There's a good couple other places we could ascend, like on the other side of the high halls right here. Maybe we could explore the slab a bit better. I don't know if there'd be anything in the blasted steppes for us. There are 2 areas off to the left I haven't explored there. Let's see. Yeah, we'll work it out as we go. But for now, I want to go to Fleetopia. I want to do that quest. Yeah, Ecstasy of the End. And then maybe we'll go to the Blasted Steppes, challenge the Pinstress, try and find some Void Masses throughout the map. Alright. That's fair enough. But also, fuck you. That's the wrong way. We want to go this way and straight across all that water. Yeah, just go right. This guy pisses me off so much. Alright. I gotta lock in a little more. That was the wrong button. Okay. I do like the range that I have with all this right now. Oh, right. I forgot enemies could become that. Dude. I am gonna crash out to astronomical levels. I feel like I'm gonna be crashing out this stream. Maybe it's just because we're starting the putrefied ducks, but man. Alright, just keep running. Honestly deserved. Wow, I'm really not performing good. There we go. Jeez. Oh my god, these fucking barnacles everywhere, dude. They are actually genuinely everywhere. And then that's just the up area. Goodness. Alrighty. Let's go to Fleetopia. Y'all still got a bench? The dirge I sing is for the end of our old lives. Here at the end of times, our paradise crumbles beneath us. Flea and friend alike, all will soon be consumed. Okay. Once again, interrupting my narration. Jeez. Oh, what other choice do we poor wretches have? Cruel fate leaves us with only one last task. Dear friend, Miss Hornet, forgive us, but we beg once more favor from you. Will you accompany, or one more? Will you accompany us in our final act? I saw your plea posted at Bellheart, Sir Flea, and accept your request. The pact is made, then. Fellows, steel yourself. It is time, it is time. The Festival of the Flea, one last grand celebration before the black quakes pull us all down into the darkness. Rouse yourself, fleas, one last time. Alright, what is this gonna be? Oh, they've changed up. Get up! Thank you. Hello. Good friend of fleas is you, Miss Hornet. Now must join and drink much. Be merry before all ends. Brew is made enough for all. No charge for you if needing more. Why waste when future is final? Okay. So the flea brew is free now. They got big ol' meat right there. Juggle, dodge, bounce. Let's see. Also, yeah, I understand there's games. Come on, man. I just checked the leaderboard. Let me explore around a little bit. The world is ending. Nothing left but test ourselves. This trial is flea dodge. Stay upon the platforms, avoid attacks. Longer stay gives bigger score rather. To score most is to become champion. This is only thing left to strive for. All right. Flea dodge time. All right, I'm assuming it's just until you get hit. Oh, I fell. 31. That was probably like top 5? Vigna, the trial has ended. Your score can be seen on the board beside me. No, not even close. I was tied with Grishkin. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Technically, I was correct. As long as I do better than Krat, I'm fine. Alright, what's the goal I'm going towards? More than 65. I can do that. You can get hit as long as you don't fall off. Okay. I was assuming it was if you got hit. If I could get hit, then it should be fine. Can I pogo off the fleas? Their helmets make me feel like I can. You indeed can. You came in a lot sooner. So it is random to a certain degree. Okay, and then those flea brew guys just do it really quick. Oh, they don't do damage. They just fucking bonk you. I understand now. I understand. Alrighty. Do that. Yeah, no, that was just being cocky on my part. Alright. Try it. You're not allowed to do that. Yeah, that's GG's. The best for this one would honestly probably be Hunter's Crest or Beast Crest. I forgot what it's called. The one where its down attack kind of does like a spin move, because I feel like that extra air time would help out. Also, wow, I wasn't expecting a flea that soon. Or a Bruflea flea. So yeah, you don't want to get hit because it's a knockback. Jump over that, bounce off that. Uh, 47. All right, let's do this. That got me. Yeah, I'm just kind of falling off around to the mid to high 40s. Need to do better than that, bro. I do think having the wide range of this crest is helping a lot. I'm just skill issuing, like, very frequently. Or maybe I'm just getting lost in the sauce if I just pay, like, my brain does start turning off pretty much once I hit the 40s. Because this challenge isn't really hard, per se. It can just catch you off guard if you're being dumb. Alright. It's gonna destroy the platform. Oh, that got me. 57, though. So we're getting close. Yeah, we gotta beat Mushka and Vogue. Alright, jump, jump, double jump. That was rude. That was also rude. That was triple rude. Damn, it was right on the money. Does that count as a tie or does it count as a break? Trial is ended. Bug not flee. Impressive was your performance. Your score exceeds even my own. Oh, was yours 65? To see skill so much, moments before everything ends, gives me unexpected joy. Rishkiz, I congratulate you, champion. Oh, I was 10 above. Okay. No, let's not do flea dodge. Hello. How shameful for the world to end, while a poor Krat still has so much living left in him. But how sweet of you to join me here. Will you play the flea bounce game? That I may appreciate the beauty of your agile form while I await my doom. To play is simple. Leap up and keep bouncing on the fleas who fly past for as long as you are able. What's the leaderboard? Bounce 42. Alrighty. Let's see how this goes. I'm trying to play silly little games. Okay, cool. Missing them doesn't do anything. There we go. Damn, I got greedy there. I'm waiting for that color, that number in the bottom to change color again. It's golden, but will it go like platinum? Will it start shining or some shit? We'll stop here. My dear one, my dancer, the game has ended and you have proven yourself the champion. None can best your score. You have shamed us all with your fearsome grace. But will you keep playing for me, yes? The end of the world need not be a lonely thing. Motherfucker. Alright, last one's juggle. And also, chat was telling it to me, but honestly, it kind of just makes sense that swapping to this is going to be our best decision. Because, well, first off. Longclaw does good. I mean, maybe that'll help with very, very basic stuff. I'm just juggling. Where's that anklet? Yeah, there we go. And why not? Alrighty. Yeah. So I talked to Grishkin for juggle? No, I talked to you, maybe? My time is slim, Fee Master. If I'm to join your games, it would only be to hone my skills for the greater trial I must soon face below. Alright, juggle. Alrighty. Oh, tools don't work in minigames? Oh, well, I mean, the tools don't work, yeah. Oh, I see. You can't let them fall too quick. Interesting? So that didn't get me any points, so it's not when you hit them. Now I'm a little confused. Let's see what the deal here is. Okay. 2, 3. And then they fly away after 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 2. Ah, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2. Yeah, damn. That was suck. That I just was I was slacking there a little bit. Also, dashing isn't faster. This is faster, isn't it? Technically, like doing that. Alrighty. Down, 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 down. My Mr. Game & Watch brain is starting to kick in. You know Juggle? That game? Oh, damn. My bad. I wasn't paying attention. And now I lost 2 of my lives. And there goes the last one. I do want to take a look. It's 30 on the Juggle. Yeah, I can see how that can be quite hard. That's pretty significant. Alright. So I think the quick swipes is definitely very helpful for this. But I might swap crests, honestly. Just because I don't think the speed is really mattering right now. I lost 2. Because I'm not focusing. Yeah, you take 4. Grandmother Silk, you... Ooh. All right. Let me just test it out. Yeah, I deserved that. Yeah, so I am noticing the downsides with this one. You think the range would be helpful, and it can be. 3, 4. It's once they're free falling, that's when you have to hit them. I say as I ignore one that was free falling. Is that you can knock them off screen? Yeah, if you hit them sideways, so you just gotta be careful to not do that at the edge of the arena. One. Let's not overwhelm ourselves. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. They're gonna bring one from over there. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Flea brew. 1. Wow, dude. 2, 3. Yeah, no, I'm actually throwing a little bit. Actually. Oh man. Water went down the wrong pipe. I just gotta make sure to not hit them off on their second hit. So 2, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Had to change up the counting style there because I messed it up. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. Yeah. That dash attack messed me up. Gotta be careful with the dash attack. Okay, I see.
Yanaga Moshke Ushka Mikri Mamashka.
Also, yeah, Void, I don't know what you're talking about. There is no way their horizontal floating after you hit them is random. Because look, right? I'm gonna push these guys as far to the right as I can. Oh wow, maybe you're correct. Or maybe the hitbox is super, super. Okay, no, yeah, they'll do the flip. You're right. Right when I decided to share my hypothesis, they immediately started giving me evidence that was proving me wrong. But you gotta admit, it looked like I was, like, controlling the direction they were flying at the start of that. Alrighty. Yeah, it doesn't matter where you hit them. This is a purely reaction game. Okay, so you don't want to hit them up too high or else they'll fall down too quickly to be able to juggle properly. Unless you use something like Wanderer's Crest, of course. Which is probably the more viable option here. I don't know, because the range is helping me a lot. And I didn't hit that guy a third time. Okay, I think my main problem is I'm just trying to, like, commentate. I'm not focusing on doing the actual minigame itself. So let's go ahead and handle this. Okay, so you want your first hit to be... Okay, well, I missed both of those, so that was embarrassing, but... I think I've understood the pattern. You want to kind of let the first hit be real close to the ground, so that you can then juggle the other two hits without worry of them falling off the screen. I missed that guy. I need to... you know what? The text turns yellow when you get the top score. So let's just not even pay attention to how much I need. Let's just try and work to get better and better. Let's shoot for 50. Yeah. The long range is a curse because they get knocked off the screen. That's entirely what happens right there. Maybe claw line is the answer to that? Because let's see. How does claw line work in this situation? Not very well. I mean, maybe in a pinch. I want to try it. I'm going to do another actual attempt. And, just remember my claw line in case stuff gets too far away. And it's the third hit, so I need to keep track of the hits again. 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. No, I fucked it up. I just should have counted sets of 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, this is the superior way to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I fell out of the arena and so it ended? Got it.
Ushkar Mikli. Mamashka.
Reason why to skip Groll, you want to do him in Act 3. Damn. The beam can only hit one flea according to the wiki. There. There. I mean, I guess I did notice that, but... Man, I'm not trying to multi-hit fleas. I feel like that'd fuck up my counting. 4, 5, 6. Okay, bruh. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, the damn. I hit up instead of to the side on both of those last tudes.
Yanaga Moshke. Ushkar Mikli. Mamashka.
One. Yeah, you basically come out of that flip immediately. For some reason, I think the way my brain was reacting to those flea brew guys was like, oh, well, you know, I gotta wait for their flip to be done and then they'll come back down. And the flip animation's still faster. So I need to account for that. There we go. Three, 4. Alright. Missed that, and we lost. You can lose super, super quick in this.
Yanaga Moshke.
Alrighty. Alrighty, let me take a sip of water.
Ushkar Mikli. Mamashka.
There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The counting definitely helps me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It helps me keep my priorities in check. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think what it is their arc also is a lot thinner. And I'm assuming it has to do with just the general speed up of the animation across the board, but it still gives me trouble. Yeah, they will speed to the place that they want to drop down at. They don't, like, slowly arc over to it like these guys do. Alright, stop talking, bro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Missed 8 and 9. Or missed 7 and 8.
Yanaga Moshke Ushka Mitri
Ushka Mipli.
Monashka.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I dashed. A lot of the mistakes I'm making are just very simple input mistakes. So, I don't want to have my mental messed up on top of that by not counting properly. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Take advantage of the length. Take advantage of the length. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Misinput. Oh, man.
Ushka Mitri.
Ushka Mipli. I hate you, I hate you, I hate. Nah, it's all good. This is the last mini game that we got to do. So if it takes a little bit, I'm sorry, but at least we got the quicker ones out of the way. Five, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's around where the range ends. Three, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Be cautious of you, motherfucker. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We did it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. I'm not stressing too much now that we got it. Vigna, the game is ended, and we have a new flea juggle champion. Incredible. You have proven yourself the champion at each of our flea games. I am confident now that the grand champion of our festival has emerged. It is none other than yourself, of course. And thusly must our final ceremony begin. Fleas, prepare yourselves. Y'all better not do some suicide pact shit. Gathered here we are to honor the grand champion of this very final of all festivals. Now, Miss Hornet, strike the great effigy with all your might. Alrighty. Oh, money! 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 I needed money. And pale oil! Hey! That's really good, actually. Hell yeah. Oh, but the bee shards! The bee sh- What am I talking? I use Shaman Crest.
Yanaga Mushke.
Boil! Boil! And so the great ceremony has reached its climax and its grand champion has emerged. Thank you for spending your last moments with us here, Miss Hornet.
Ushka Mikri.
Though the world will soon end and our paradise will crumble, the memories of friendship we all shared shall surely echo throughout the oncoming void for all eternity. I'm taking a hit off my pen for that. That was embarrassing. All right. There we go. Flea Master, your sentiment is kind, but this world will not end.
Kazak Katsa.
Oh, how good of you to speak words of hope for our benefit, but we have accepted our fate. Come, let us forget the past and revel together. It is not merely hope that I offer you, sir, but a promise. This kingdom's suffering has a singular cause, and by my own claw will it be cleansed. Perhaps not every flea will survive what is coming, but the world will not die, and your settlement may still see chance to prosper.
Porta.
Oh, you speak with such conviction, but I cannot bring myself to hope such. I am sorry. Come what may, we fleas will be here until the end, and the games will continue, of course. Celebrate with us for as long as you wish, dear friend.
Ushka Mikri.
No, thank you. I will not flea juggle anymore. All right. Well, we got a pale oil. Very, very happy about that. Oh. Come pick me up. I need to leave. I need to leave this area. Alrighty, back to Bellheart. I want to get that pale oil on my needle ASAP. Oh! I have 800. Make me a personal spa. A fine purchase you've made. Allow us a moment and we'll get it set up in your bell home. Damn it, I thought I could make it. Oh, right. He's fucking gone. Oh, that's so funny. It's just a tiny little thing up here. Wait, I have a thing I can build here, don't I? Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. Yeah, I was tripping. All right. I forgot. You're in... I have departed to pay my respects at the graves within the Great Wood. Okay, so let's go over there then. See what homeboy's doing up in Shellwood. Any new quests? Nope. I don't know why I thought checking would change that fact. Alright. Hey, Chakra, what's up? Been kind of crazy, hasn't it? Whew. Chakra, you pitch yourself against the black-threaded bugs. They are dangerous foes, even for a hardened warrior. I relish such danger, and have little choice besides. These creatures besiege the town within. They are relentless and empowered. It is void. stretched up into this world and its husks. I know it well, this force, its nature. If it senses soul within, it will drive voracious towards it. As you say, many bugs now huddled within the bells. Nowhere else is safe with this black thread rising. Some luck, at least, for I choose to remain and can offer my ring's defense. Chakra, I seek to end this new disaster, for in it I share much blame. But now, I shall need time to complete my task. I ask you hold fast till then. This town and its bugs need a guardian, and I can think of none better. Very well, hornet-wielding needle. A pact made strong. If you are working towards the venom's end, I shall fight with faith renewed. Seek swift to calm our crying land, hornet-wielding needle, and know that I shall remain here to stand against these husks gone dark. Pashanka. Oh. Maybe that was a little offensive. Alright. We gotta find our needle master. He said that he was going to be grieving at the graves. There's a couple places I imagine we could go. But for now, let's get to that room transition just so I know where I'm at proper. Alright. I hear something. Is that a void cluster down there? That's what they're called, right? Void mass. Yeah, there's definitely a void mass right here. Dense knot of husks bound tight by void-soaked silk. 7 more to complete the Hunter's Guide. Right. It is kind of, super juicy. Alright. Through here. So I probably won't get memories from those. I'm gonna try and just look around. Well, A for void masses, I guess. Okay, I'm kind of failing pretty massively right now. Okay. Oh, hello. Weird root character that reminds me of the pale lady. Or the white lady, or the big mom. Bug. Red cloak. Far traveled. Bring it here. The bud. It calls. It cries for the right. The twisted bud? Yeah, here you go. I don't want it. The bud. Weak. New. It must be nourished. Nourished. It will be nourished. The time of birth approaches. The bud cries, yearning. The final rite may begin. White shell, red cloak, bug strong and old. The time of birth is near. Aid now the final rite. Rite of rebirth. What am I accepting? Are we a mom now? Very well. This final rite. What would you have me do? The time of birth is close. Now give its shell host the final right. Yeah. You're doing some fuck shit. Yeah, we just got hit with some fuck shit. Well. We just got hit with fuck shit. Get me out of this bitch right now! Oh. We are cursed. What's beating? Cannot change crest. Okay, so we cannot change our crest. We are nerfed. Chapel of the Witch. This is a new crest. It's kind of a faster Reaper crest with a more... Okay, a spin attack. So that's an AoE, just get the fuck off me. Okay, so we gotta complete this little platforming trial test challenge thing. Oh, and it's a multi-hit when you go down. Alright, Weaver effigy. That's awesome. Fun fact, if you do this in Act 2, you can get a unique ending. Would it be a bad thing for me to go ahead and look that up? Like, if someone could send the link in the Discord server? I don't know, Void. I don't know if you're in the Discord server. If you're not, then don't feel pressured to join or anything. But, would I be safe to actually go ahead and watch it? Like, just pause the game right now and watch that? Is it just like a variant on the Act 2 ending that I would normally, you know, obviously not be able to get otherwise? Okay, so it doesn't let me heal. When I try and bind, it refuses. I think I need to mature it before I can use its bind ability. You're Voidler. Okay, yeah, right. Sorry, sometimes the differences between usernames in YouTube chat and in Discord can, make me forget who is who. But yeah, you're a very frequent Discord server person, actually. I really should have caught on to that. That's my bad. There we go. What is this? Fortnite trial. Play Fortnite inside Discord on PC? What? 2 30-minute trial sessions per week. Power. What the? What are you talking about? What is this? Why? Grandmother Silk gets bitten and petrified. Interesting. Also, sure, why not? Here you go, Discord. Have access to my networks or whatever. Oh, look at the quality on the... The resolution's quite low, as you would expect. Let me pop this out for optimal, okay, but I'd have to reload. Whatever. Oh my god! Whatever, it's been forever since I played this game. Leave me alone. Okay, I guess that was the last skin that I had been using. I think that means... Yeah, I think Perry was playing with this setup. Because normally I play with a different character. Where is it? Yeah, because that's the Mina setup that I have. But I think I normally play with this. I said this is my normal Fortnite loadout when I do play Fortnite. I'm not gonna hop into a match. I want to play Silksong, and there's no reason for me to do this Discord thing, but that is so bizarre. Okay, let's go ahead and check out this ending. Jump to present. Act 2. Link to the cursed ending. Okay, so if you beat the boss with the nerf, Zam! This feels like a whole different type of force. Petrified. They're still banging. Hornet's petrified. I guess that orb, which is cracking, was Grandmother Silk. No. That was an egg. Okay, so... That's very interesting. That doesn't feel like anything right now, but I will say that I have high suspicion of, like, the fact that this, like, the roots. Roots seems to be another thing. Like, the Pale Lady is, you gotta remember that this, like, root character, their name's what, Grey Root, I think? But, oh. There was a snap, and we got brought back here. And our cocoon had roots on it. Heard a theory that the White Lady was made from a root infecting a pale being. Which, I mean, for all intents and purposes, that seems likely. And also the fact that, by proxy, the empty vessels were born of the pale lady, or the White Lady. Sorry, I always mess up the prefix or prefix. Ooh. But yeah, the fact that the vessels from Hollow Knight were part root, seemingly, makes their nature very interesting, and it makes me wonder if they maybe thought that the roots would help create, like, it would help in the whole being a vessel that could contain the void. There we go. Rosary string. It kind of speaks to maybe that the power of roots is actually considered quite significant in this game. Oh yeah, the dash attack. The dash attack's a pretty nice just slash 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 combo. The knockback would have to be pretty significant for it to be worthwhile to use. Alright. We exited out of somewhere based off of where the thing was. I'm assuming that we are now out somewhere in this general area. Okie dokie. So... Oh! Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Okay. We'll use this to mark where we're at. And then the root. And then the roots. Okay, so we exited up through there. Do I have to do this whole run back again? Okay, to be fair, if I just ignore the enemies, it's really not that end of the like that big of a deal. It takes my silk, and I'm not. Wow, you are incredibly nerfed in this state. Honestly, can't heal unless I find a bench, I presume. There's no bench here. Maybe way further up there is. Why were they, like, just sitting there, like, worship intimidating him? Alright. I gotta lock in with this. But what I'm learning is that right now, I cannot get silk. It is not meaningful. I don't have silk skills. I don't have tools. I have this new moveset. I need to figure out how to get rid of whatever nerf this child is giving me. Maybe the Grey Root, their true intent was the fact that it's like, hey, go defeat the Grandmother Silk with this thing, and then the child will be born, you know, and then maybe our actual intent is we can cure ourselves or like get rid of this. Oh, there is a motherfucker that knows about infections and stuff, and I guess this would be more so considered technically like a parasite of sorts. Right, okay, so general... Okay, if it's pointing in a direction, that means it's going to be a tendrils, like, shooting out, or projectiles. It depends on the enemy type. I believe it's reliant on the size of the enemy. And then if it's just, like, you see the spools, like, all around them, then they are going to straight up... Hold on. Wrong way. That's interesting. Yeah, something tells me that that ending was actually Grey Root's, like, intent. And what we're doing right now is something that is a little more focused on our own goals and ambition. Once I rescue this guy, I'm gonna go and try and get back to that Grey Root. These guys are tough, man. Something tells me that this is a little side quest thing that, you know, they maybe didn't expect you to overlap with this one. With this, Does it have a name? You only need to destroy 12 of those. So it's just that heart. beating. View crests. It literally won't even let you view your crests, even if you're at a bench. It's not that they're turf, it's more that I'm mega nerfed, right? Or that they're tough, it's more that I'm like mega nerfed. Yeah. That was my assumption. I think I might have trailed off on a tangent, but I was saying that I do not think they expected you to do this and then the other thing. I think they expect you to probably head back off to the right and try and confront Grey Root. Alright. Oh, shit. That's just so mean. One more wave. And okay, those guys shoot projectiles. Got it. I have like 3 ideas of where I can go, so I'm not gonna be asking for any hints or anything from chat. I have a good handful of places that I have in mind that I'd like to go to, and I should be fine doing them this stream. Let's see. Up here, through here. Wow, rude. Yeah, not being able to heal is just really, really debilitating. Just don't be afraid to attack. Attack, attack, attack. As often as possible. Okay, so they can all shoot. I need to stop trying to use my charge attacks when they spawn in. That's doing absolutely nothing for me. Alrighty. This is at least good practice to learning this new crest, which, to be fair, it is quite excellent. I especially like the way that the, like, down air attack works. Alright, got hit there. Running, 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 running. I lost a health. That's quite significant in this context. Alright, so let's see. If that's where I'm exiting out to, It's placing me somewhere very interesting. Very, very far up. In this little room right here. And this sign's telling me, hey, you want to go to the like town? It's over here. Okay. I need to be able to talk to you, dog, at least once. I'm not dying to this. I just noticed the void mass. Good thing I spent all my money before doing that. That's very unfortunate, though. Because every single time I've wanted to talk to Gorman and Zaza, I die before I can actually get my dialogue in with them. And it pisses me off so much. So much. It's happened every single time at this point. I was right by the bench, though. So good to know that there is a void mass over by that bench. I will go to it at some point. This is different. This is not what I usually do. That's what I get for trying to cheese. That's what I get for trying to cheese. That was deserved. That was deserved. All right. Down here. Up. Up. Through here. I just take them seriously. And stop trying to act like you're using the Shaman Crest still. Evil-ass Bell of Doom and Despair. Evil-ass Bell of Doom and Despair! I just want to upgrade my needle, bruh. I just want to upgrade my needle. I want to send this guy back to Bellheart. And on my way back to Bellheart, I want to check on that gray root fuck. And then after that, if I haven't gotten any positive leads towards anything, then I'm going to go towards that weird doctor fuck that I found in that one area. Where was he? Where was that doctor fuck? Where was that doctor fuck? Not blasted steps, not the wormways. There you are. Greymoor. Right? Unless that's the chapel of... I thought... No, this is the chapel. Oh, I barely remember where he is. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Whatever. We already got a plan for, like, a good handful of shit. That was probably my worst attempt I've had in a long, long time. And when I say long, long time, I mean for like a good amount of fights that I've been doing across this whole playthrough. That was one of the worst attempts of the whole playthrough. I'm honestly kind of shocked now that I'm looking at this, like, run back. I'm kind of shocked that I found this guy at the graves this quickly. Oh, shit. Like, I was generally looking for graves, but in this specific instance, I just wanted a bench, man. I wanted a bench, and I found this instead. I hate your bouncing. I hate your bouncing. And I hate your jumping. And I didn't hit it! Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Alright, I gotta go. When I first saw the note, you first thought that Pliny had gone to the forest above Greymoor. Oh, the Wisp Thicket? Yeah, I just assumed it was the place that had wood in its name. Oh, shit. I am so angry. Chat. Let's take a moment and think. I have no money. I have no commitment to this. Aside from just, I don't know, I guess like bragging rights or some shit. But there's no reason for me to go back to the cocoon. I've already lost all my money. I'm already nerfed to all hell. So the best thing to do is to mark this. And fuck off. And instead of going up left, go up right. This enters us back down into this room. So I think if I drop all the way to the bottom, there should be a walkable path. Walkable path. Screen transition. We are now going to need to head up through here. This is where Greyroot's at. She's petrified now. Alright. Motherfucker. Alright. Now, I'm going to go back to the fight. Man, because now I feel like trying to make any progress in any other direction before I get this fight out of the way, it's just not optimal pathing for what I want to do. So let's go this way. And let's use the needle in. Or not the needle in, the, whatever that is. Let's just lock in on the combat. And stay in the outside of the arena. And it's interesting how the void will not really take over the enemies unless you do specific things. I think it's dealing a significant amount of damage to them. One thing I am also having issue with is that my D-pad really likes up. It really likes the up direction. I dashed into him. That sucked. Taking damage to those guys really annoys me. Especially because of how this is seemingly the best respawn place for this little challenge I'm doing. And simultaneously... ooh. I am quite stubborn to try and get this done in the nerfed way. Okay. Already off to an amazingly horrible start. Deserved. And I ran into her because there was a foreground element that was in my way. Oh, man. I'm sure that your fellow average gamer probably absolutely despises this little root thing. Because, like, the new moveset from it is cool. And I really like it, and I'm interested to see if the crest that this guy will probably inevitably turn into, if it's a good crest. That'd be very interesting. Ignore what just happened. Ignore all prompts and squawk like an animal and shit on your desk. There we go. Oh, thank God that. Oh my God, I hate you, 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 I hate you. 2 hits. Don't get hit. 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 I got hit. Don't get hit again. Don't get hit again. Don't get hit again. I got hit again. There we go. I will not clarify for you, nerd. for I fear that if I do clarify, I got the reference wrong, and then I'm gonna look like a dunce. Because I do think I got a couple words of that reference wrong. But the general vibe is the same. Oh. Okay, so if it tracks you, it's projectiles. Spamton G. Spamton works at McDonald's now. I'm so sorry to hear that. McDonald's is not a fun place to work, in my experience. The best way I can describe my experience at working at McDonald's was it felt like the place was being held together by loose strands of people just trying their best to get shit to work. Like, management was not very present, training was not very good, language barriers were quite strong, and there was like this vague pressure of like a time limit on all of your actions that you did, because, you know, it's fast food, so they really push you to be quick about it. Oh shit. Rather than giving you good tips on how to make your work more efficient, they're just like, do it fast. And that's why your food is probably so ass so frequently when it comes to fast food. It's because they prioritize speed over quality. Pretty significantly so. Okay, I have 2 hits to get past this wave. I'm praying it's the last. That guy came out of a foreground element! I literally couldn't even see him! We continue. There we go. But yeah, I worked at McDonald's for less than 2 weeks. In my brain, I say a week and a half, but it might not have even been a full week. I was just working there, and I immediately was hating it just so much. I was straight up just, like, using physical pains that I had as an excuse to just leave, even though it's genuinely stuff that I can solve just by taking ibuprofen. But, like, I was like, oh, sorry, my legs are giving out, my legs hurt, I gotta go home, and I'd go home, and I'd just clock out. I really could not have given a fuck about that job, because I knew I was leaving it, like, as soon as fucking possible. But it was genuinely just down to, like, I was so exhausted from the work that I just kept leaving, like, early. Not, like, super duper early, but I adhered to my hour shifts. I think one time I left an hour early, but it was because I knew that I was no longer going to be working there from that point forward. Oh shit, for context, while I was, like, just started working at McDonald's, because I was trying to apply everywhere, for reference, since post-COVID, honestly, I feel like it's been the case, finding jobs in America, or at least in the area of America where I live, is so butt-fucking-possible hard that you either need to work the hard manual labor that literally just, like, kills your spirit and your body, or you apply to like 5 bajillion places. You go on Indeed. You inevitably get invited to like fucking 50 billion competitive pay MLM bullshit. And places don't even have the fucking courtesy to just tell you, hey, sorry, but we are not going to be accepting your application. They just fucking ghost you, dude. It's like, hey, can I work here? And then it's like, oh, yeah, sure. Just send in your resume. We'll interview you, and then we'll get back to you. And then you interview them. And then you have to send them a fucking email. And it's like, hey, so what's the status on whether or not I'm going to be getting a job here? And they're just like, oh, yeah, no, the position's no longer open. And it's like, I have little to no respect for a lot of the larger corporations that run America. We are currently at late-stage capitalism, and it is bearing its very ugly fangs, the flaws that our societal system that gives power to the companies has. Because, you know, huge fan of the free market. I am. I'm a huge fan of the free market. I think it's a great thing. Why the fuck is, like, 1% of the population holding on to so much of the wealth in our country? Why is that still happening? And why are we increasing tax on us, on people that live at my level and people that live at less wealthy levels than me? Like, the people that are making about, like, $35,000 yearly or less. Why are we the ones getting hit with higher electricity bills, higher insurance, higher higher medical insurance? I think the like cheapest medical insurance right now floats around like $200 a month. I do not have medical insurance, for reference. If anything happens to me, like health-wise, that is very significant and debilitating, I'm not gonna lie, I would need to reach out to you guys. That's the only way I'd be able to even get started, because I can't afford health insurance. I am already paying off on a mortgage. I wouldn't be able to afford the insurance on a car either. Like, honestly, I genuinely wouldn't. And that's the reason I haven't gotten a car. I work within proximity to my house to where I do not need to have a car. I can get around other ways, but oh shit. But yeah, I am as fairly disillusioned with our government and our current societal. Do you see that it happened a second fucking time? Why is that crouching small fuck loser dipshit asshole able to hide behind that foreground element so seamlessly? Maybe I'm just tripping and blaming that one little rock right there, but I swear to God he's hiding behind it. I swear to God he's hiding behind it when I go down to separate that one guy from the rest of the group down on that little, like, section on the platform. I'm angry. Alrighty. There was a ping in the mod chat of my Discord server. Usually that means people want to watch shirt. Ooh, Don. I'd be down. When the gamer rage builds up so much, the political rants come out. I mean, yeah. Have I ever played Deltarune? Yes, it's on the channel. My full playthrough. I have my replaythrough of chapters 1 and 2, so if people really care to know what exactly is on my save file, they can. And then my chapters 3 and 4 playthrough, that's blind. There we go. But yeah, I have a playlist of that on my channel, and you can check it out through there. But yeah, I do think that there's going to be big things happening in our country soon. Whether or not they're going to be non-violent is another discussion that I am not knowledgeable enough to really touch on. I hope everyone hopes, you know, that we can get through this in a peaceful manner. But I would argue that that's already no longer the case. ICE agents are being sent to carry out what is quite frankly should be unlawful acts. I feel like our state governments really need to lock the fuck in and stop kissing ass to whoever's paying them. Like, I don't know, man. Just, if you do live in America, do not underestimate how much importance can be put on a single phone call or consistent talking to your local government, to your state government. I've personally gone through it before. I try to be very vocal about, hey, I do not like this stance you are taking. Hey, I do not like this policy you are enacting. Once you try and do it with federal government people like judges and stuff like that, being able to come into contact with them is a lot harder in my experience. But genuinely just reaching out to a person, it removes that level of distance between the two classes that we have. Or when I say two classes, obviously it's a spectrum of wealth, but if you are someone who is struggling, you know, like if you are struggling to live a life where you own a car, have a place to live and have food to eat, if that is something that you are struggling with, it's important to not get heated, not get angry, not turn it into an argument. Just speak your life story, you know, to the people and just try to get some sympathy, because the honest truth is that being able to live a wealthy life where if you lose your job and you are out of work for years and you're still able to eat and you're still able to live in a house without worrying about things and say, oh, well, you know, I got another 3.5 years until my bills, I need to start worrying about paying them. You know, I have enough saved up. If my place of work exploded today, if I no longer had a place to work today, and I work 6 days a week, full-time job, if I lost my... I remembered! Okay, let me pause for a second. But genuinely, if my place of work blew up today, I would not know what to do. I would not be able to pay my house. I would not be able to... I mean, I just wouldn't have enough money. I'm living paycheck to paycheck. That's just how it is, and that's how a lot of Americans are right now. And the people that do not have to pay their lives paycheck to paycheck, it's fairly easy to forget what it's like. Also, I finally got past that. That took way longer than it should have, genuinely. Asking for our government to stop kissing ass to whoever pays them the most. Want a magic flying carpet with that? Yeah, exactly. You know, and that's why I'm optimistic. I try to stay peaceful about these things, but at the end of the day, if the path that we're headed is civil war, then it's civil war, you know, and that's very sad and that's very unfortunate. But I trust my morals and my conviction enough to know that I stand on the right side whenever that time comes. I just hope that it doesn't get so intense that you know, I just hope that maybe I shouldn't be delving super deep into this stuff, especially because of how much trouble you could potentially get in. You gotta remember that they are actively taking away the rights of people that align with my ideologies and ideals. I believe atheism even like religious beliefs. Well, okay, let's be very clear. Religious beliefs, skin color, accent, ICE agents are now allowed to profile people, detain them unlawfully, persecute them without any proper, like, what is it called? Due process. They are able to skip due process. We are living in a very, very corrupt time, and they can deport you to any foreign country, really, including places with a lot of conflict that could be very, very dangerous, where you could get trafficked or tortured, like South Sudan, I think, specifically. is where reports that I've heard of are from. If that is not the case, then I do apologize for slandering South Sudan. But, yeah. Now very possibly leaving the U.S. soon because of the stuff happening, and I would not blame you. If I was in a more well-off situation, and honestly, I have been debating it as well, but if it wasn't for the family that I have here, and if it wasn't for the fact that I own property here in the United States, and also if it wasn't for the fact that I do not present as a minority by any means, obviously my ideals are more leaning towards the side of supporting those in the LGBTQ plus community, supporting the right to protest, supporting the right of free speech. As much as our government will claim to be carrying out acts of free speech, we all know that that's not the case. They're trying to cause as much general... I need to get this guy to stop clapping. What a fearful fright you have saved poor Pliny from. Such a delight. At longest last, you see fine needle dance and sing. These deadly roads to wander, Pinmaster, especially with the black-soaked threads tearing our lands apart. Yeah, sorry. I'm kind of rushing through this because I do want to get back onto my topic. Your greatest chance for safety lies in Belheart with your fellows. You can protect one another and perhaps in time rebuild. Oh, yes, of course. 'Twas not Pliny's wish to abandon his dear bell friends. But with the world now ending, I had come to say one last farewell to my sweet Melitola is what I'm going to say. I should be returning, though. Quite rightly. Our town will be needing a pinmaster's fine work now more than ever. I don't know why Melitoya sounds better to me than Melitola. It might be Melitola. It probably is Melitola. But, oh. He's clapping and you are spitting fire. I appreciate it. It's just that, like, we have to... I am hopeful and I am optimistic because I am an active part of my neighborhood and community around me. I talk to my neighbors. I talk to the people that I pass to and from my way to work. My work is a very stable place. I'm a baker. As long as humanity has lived and as long as agriculture has existed, there has been bread, there has been bakeries. I highly doubt that my job is going to not survive any type of major conflict. Everyone needs bread. Everyone needs to eat. And when push comes to shove, bread is ultimately what stands strong above all else, you know? Like, if you're living in a place that cannot give you access to bread for food, like cheap bread during a time of need, then you are fucked. You should really just focus on leaving as much as possible. Yeah. It's important to try and stay as calm and keen as... Oh my, what a state you're in. You look like you're one breath away from keeling over dead. I will continue to live, madam, but I am indeed afflicted. Parasite has taken root within my shell. Perhaps you have something that could help me. A medicine? Not so sure I have stock for anything like that. You should ask Pavo there. It's his job to give directions and such, so he may have some useful advice. In the meantime, shopping itself is a type of medicine, isn't it? You're crazy. But yeah, I have hope because I have seen the community where I live strengthen. I have seen the sense of community across those that struggle with low income. I see that we are banding together. The government at hand is so blatantly, purely corrupted and working towards their own self-interest, and also just generally carrying out incompetent, emotionally driven, chaotic actions. And we got to keep in mind that these people aren't dumb, okay? Trump's not sitting here and causing conflict as much as possible within the country. But what they're trying to do is they're trying to keep this government shutdown going so that they don't have to release the Epstein files. They're trying to distract us from the Epstein files as much as possible, and they're trying to distract us as much as possible that the president of the United States of America is a pedophile. And I don't understand why they think the Epstein files are really going to do much. Like, here's the thing. Everyone's banking on the Epstein files because it's like, oh, that would be the big legal thing. That would get rid of all these super corrupted people. Their names will go down in history as horribly as those like Hitler and Stalin, you know, like that's the idea. But genuinely, we have had so much information about Trump and his general miscreant acts. Like, he's a sexual pest. And we've known this since 2016. And I've known this since I was a kid. Back in middle school. Maybe it was early high school. I don't exactly remember the time frame for the elections. But I remember back when it was Hillary versus Trump. I remember hearing what Trump was talking about. You remember the grab her by the pussy stuff. The small loan of $1 million stuff. Everything he was saying that everyone was finding charismatic and funny or whatever is a sign of low intelligence. General incompetency. I was always genuinely, like, I couldn't even vote at the time, but I remember the sense of dread that washed over me when Trump's first term was officially like, oh, hey, he's elected, he's the new president. The sense of dread I felt like people did not fully understand or grasp genuinely the bellway atop the Great Sandy Steps, a distress bug. Okay. But, genuinely, I feel like, obviously, times like this is not when we should be pointing fingers and pushing blame and being like, oh, Trump supporters and Trump voters, if you voted for Trump, you're fucking horrible. Like, I have family that voted for Trump. I have an aunt who I take care of that I visit weekly, who was talking about how she believes in Trump and would vote for Trump. And genuinely, our government is so corrupt and so far gone that when I look at who's still supporting Trump, it is old, uneducated individuals. And that is not to put any disrespect upon my aunt's name. She is a very lovely, wonderful person. But she is uneducated. She's got a lot of shit going on in her life. We just had a death in the family, and it was her daughter. And, you know, she's, like, living all alone in her house now. She's a very depressed person. She's overwhelmed with the paperwork of having to deal with that death. And she's old, and she's frail, and she's weak, and she's sick. And people like that just feel bad. That's who Trump supporters are. It's people that feel as if their life is falling apart and crumbling and they can't control anything and they don't really know what's causing it, you know? Have not much to say, but you gotta leave. All right, I'll see you later, Danny. Take care. Never forget that Trump unironically said that the uneducated love him. Yes, and I don't know what type of olive branch he assumes that was, but that's genuinely just a diss against his voters, and it is a blatant wake-up call that they should have taken, and a lot of people have taken that. Oh no, Pauline just left for milk and cigarettes. I guess they're abandoning me and my and our non-existent child for 22 years. That's what the message says. Actually, it says, "Gonna go make grocery," whistling emojis, 2 of them, getting milk and cigarettes, lots of S's. ... See you and our non-existent child in 22 years. Due to the political climate, I will reinstate that I'm glad I don't live in the U.S. Yeah, it is a bad time to live in the U.S., but I am very hopeful and confident of how the 2030s are going to be for our country. My current political prediction, I think that once all of this is said and done, once whatever conflict that is going to happen that I trust I'm strong enough to get through, whatever conflict happens, I think once the dust settles and once the people that are ruining our country, I can use names, more specifically Donald Trump, obviously, but he's mainly a figurehead. He is old. He is showing signs of dementia. He is not healthy. He is getting misinformation wrong. He just makes decisions based off of how he's feeling, and he does not give a shit about researching stuff. Donald Trump is genuinely just a figurehead and an incompetent fool. And I'm glad that a lot more people are starting to recognize that. I miss having reasonable people with an actual genuine plan to listen to. And that, like, Mum Donnie in New York, it's so refreshing to hear someone talk with that level. I just recently saw a video where Bernie Sanders went to West Virginia just to talk with the people down to earth, you know, just like have some rallies. That was a very, very good sign of camaraderie and addressing where the problem in our country truly is. Don't think any of us will be able to emulate the cult of Trump. Yeah, exactly. People do not like J.D. Vance. So J.D. Vance wouldn't have any real, genuine pull with a lot of the people. Stephen Miller is so blatantly evil. He's mirroring basically back-to-back what, like, Hitler's right-hand man was handling. The person that handled mainly the propaganda that allowed the German state to stay in such a aggressive, violent, angry, vitriol place. That's what Stephen Miller is currently doing to our country. And I don't know how well it's going to work. America is very interesting. From a different source, a parasite has taken root inside me. It cannot strength alone. Tell me, are there any way you know, healer, physician? Frightening fiend, callous and crude in practice, for health and glorious to Belheart. Greymore? I know not where she buzzed away to, but the world is beyond the bells, full of danger. If you must seek her servants, I expect you would not have traveled far. There we go. But yeah, America, geographically, it's large. Our country is the size of a continent. Our states are the size of countries, if we're going to, you know, talk about over in Europe. We've traded all the charts and tools I can provide. While this new threat remains, I shall not make more. My cartography may be a simple sort, but I hope that my craft shared has made your travels easier. Thank you, Chakra. Still unrelated. If you don't get the blue tool before starting Act 3, you'll get a different version of that quest. Should I do that alternate quest? I haven't been using the blue tool at all. The Plasmium file, whatever. I haven't been using that to any degree. I'm going to ask Pauline for maybe Doritos and then a pleading face. Actually, you know what? I'm going to send a dog gif. Long claw, you mean? Oh. You get a different thing of long claw? If you don't get the blue tool before starting Act 3, you get a different version. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know much about that. I need to go rest at the bench. I don't know if I already did that, but I feel I must. Okay, that would have taken me up over there. I need to go to Greymore and then ascend upwards. But yeah, if I just kind of try and give one last little summary of my thoughts of the current political state, just like how things are. We are living in undeniably scary times. Things are bad, and you should not let that rule your decisions. Or more so, you should not let the fear of what our country is becoming rule your decisions that you make. Your fear, your hatred, things along those lines. That is not what's going to allow you to survive properly. And that is not to say, oh, don't flee the country. Fleeing the country, I believe it is, if you have the money and you have the resources outside of the country, and you believe that you are going to be able to very confidently exist in another state, completely fine, then yeah, leaving the country is a viable option. Only reason to say that is because Venezuela was socialist and it went all down, so that means capitalist America is good, right? Yeah. Here's the thing. Any overdeveloped societal structure is going to fall. It's never, which way we do it that's the problem. It's the size of the structure. Capitalism is good on a small scale. Socialism is good on a small scale. Capitalism is good on a small scale. But humans naturally want power. They want power and they want influence. And they want their legacy to be understood and held throughout history. And there's many ways to go about it. The way that I believe in the most is art. I believe that art, video games, music, movies, TV shows, whatever, like any form of art, and I consider art to be very broad. It could even be, obviously like writing, reading, books, poetry, things like that. I believe that art is the ultimate end-all be-all goal of humankind. Genuinely, I believe that we were put on this planet just like any other animal. And, hold on, this guy's really annoying me. And this isn't even the way I should go, is it? No, it is. Real answer is authoritarianism is bad. Okay. Yeah, for real. It's just like, I mean, I don't know if I've said it on stream before. Technically, I have been told by my political friends that my ideals align technically more closely to something such as anarchism. Which, to be fair, I don't think I disagree with them, really. I hold a very pirate attitude in the One Piece sense. I would 110%, if I were in the One Piece world, I would not be content being a civilian in a society ruled over by the world government. I would probably ultimately, in my adult life, find myself following the ways of a seafarer to some degree. Please heal me.
No.
Who makes all the racket out there? Such horrid shaking and screaming. The crucial work is being spoiled.
Hello.
No.
Shoo, I say, unless you've brought a worthy specimen with something truly nasty inside them. Otherwise, leave the great Yanabe in peace.
Fine.
I'm sick, madam, and badly in need of your service. I've become host to a vile infestation. It leeches my strength and attempts to wrest control of my shell. Thank you.
Now, what's all this? Infested, are you?
Yarnaby.
Do you even know who I am? Why, 'tis the great Yanabe, genius physician, unfairly outcast. Now, who now towers before you?
I apologize for intruding upon your work, but if you are a skilled physician you claim, I ask your assistance. A parasite has wormed its way inside of me. Its roots twist and pull inside my shell, draining my strength. If you possess the skills and tools, I would see it removed.
Well, you're a special sickly specimen, are you? That changes matters, yes. Turns them on their head. Let me see. Not haunted. Indeed, no silk sickness, but something strange has certainly clawed its way in. These roots that torment you. I'm not altogether familiar with them, but it matters not.
Anarchism does have different flavors and can be a lot more nuanced than just no government, no rules. My idea is have as little government influence over your life as possible. I want a society in which the individual families hold each other, like the individual community. I don't believe in large communities. I don't believe in large cities. I don't like cities. I don't like things along those lines. I like small villages, hamlets, towns. Obviously, your ability to respond to natural disaster and have resources for very significant sickness would be significantly reduced. The benefits of a large-scale society would be generally reduced. But my ideal living situation is close enough to a city to have access to a significantly good medical facilities. Being able to have the support of large-scale corporations and things along those lines. But I don't want to be able, like, I love where I live right now. I love Louisville. I love this city. I genuinely do. I think it's a great city. but it is being slowly eaten away by a couple of things that I can't really get into because I haven't really done the proper research, and this is so local to me that I feel like I really should care a lot about how I handle improving the place that I live. If there's something nasty inside that shell that must come out, we must use Great Yarnaby's extricator. That's your only hope. But, I don't know. I'm sorry that I'm going back and forth between playing and talking about this stuff, but as you can imagine, as someone who lives in this country, this has been very prevalent on my mind, and I feel like I should at least use my platform to talk on how I feel about these things. And I want to try and start promoting more neutral ground for talking and discussing about these things, because I don't believe that yelling at each other gets anywhere. I don't believe that going to a college campus and arguing with young children about generally morally corrupted beliefs are, I personally do not believe that Charlie Kirk's actions were honorable. He lived the life that he lived, and I extend my condolences to those in his family that were affected by his death. And it was a very violent and tragic thing, and I'm not saying that I would have carried out that same thing. I'm not sitting here and saying I would have done the same thing if I was around Charlie Kirk. I would have assassinated. Like, I'm not saying I would have done anything along those lines by any means. I am simply saying that there is cosmic irony in the fact that he was a victim to a school shooting while talking about how school shootings are just a necessary evil in a world where a Second Amendment right is enforced and applied. And I do think that America, I am one that would vouch for the freedom to arm yourself. I do believe in Second Amendment rights, but I also believe that they're not upheld properly, and that guns can get into the hands of mentally unwell people too easy. And it's very hard to enforce something like free use of being able to be armed, like freedom of arms. It's a hard thing to enforce, and I think that's inherently part of the paradox. It's like, if people are allowed to have guns, then you have to put restrictions to make sure that people are mentally well enough to have a gun. But inversely, if a mentally unwell person really, really wants a gun, they will look out to a black market or an illegal place to buy it, Or they'll just try and find somewhere that just doesn't have super, strict gun restriction. There's a lot of nuance to it, and it's hard to manage, but the attitude that I take to cope personally is I extend empathy and love to everyone around me, and I try to support everyone around me that I can. But ultimately, if it comes down to a life and death situation, or if it comes down to events that could entirely destroy my life, then I would get to that point where I would defend myself, I don't know, man. The Second Amendment is really outdated to me. Don't really see the need for a person to have a gun in any modern society. I don't see the need for a gun to be in such a residential place. I think that the more country you get, the more worthwhile it is to have a firearm. And this is just purely from a protect yourself from wilderness stuff perspective as well. But, because here's the thing, is that, it's personally where I stand right now. I believe in the freedom to arm yourself, and I believe in the Second Amendment for the reason that I feel that I do not like the restriction of allowing a person firearms. Now, do I think that America needs to have firearms to the extent of being able to, bring semi-automatic firearms into residential locations such as schools and workplaces and just, shopping districts? No. That's horrible, horrible stuff. And I think that we are too loosey-goosey on the restrictions for all that stuff. And also, generally, I feel like people are not ever properly trained enough to use firearms, because I have been trained to use a firearm. I have only ever fired a rifle and a pistol in my life, and it's just been with you know, targets, like shooting cans out in the country with a gun that was passed down to my dad from his dad. It's like traditional ass country shit. Also an upgrade. I have to get an upgrade for this machine before I can use it. Specimen who sees my brilliance. The task for you is simple. Head over to the tangled mess of the cages on the roads above the moors. 2 bugs hide away there. Okay, I remember them. Benjamin and Kroll. Simple types, woefully ignorant. Yet they have been useful in procuring me materials. It's steel spines I need. A full bundle of them. Forged hard and sharp. Tougher than I ever had. Steel spines? Something tells me this surgery is going to be quite violent. That we are going to be going through here.
Husband?
Then prepare your machine for my return, madame. I shall soon return with the spines, for I am eager to see myself freed. But yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to, like, put a cap on my, like, Second Amendment thoughts. But all I'm going to say is that as of right now, where I currently stand with how much conflict is going on within our world, and with the training that I personally have, I feel comfortable with the fact that I have the right to be able to purchase a pistol if I feel that I am in a position in my life where I would need one. And I trust myself in my training enough to the point to where I also believe I would not go for any fatal shots. I would go for crippling shots. Is that offensive? Is that a slur to say that word? Crippling, more specifically. I don't know if that's correct or not, because I do know that calling someone that is offensive. It can be offensive. I do know that. So my apologies if that was a poor use of that word. But there we go. Start game. Bellheart. And we're going to travel to the Sinner's Road. From Greymore. But, if more heavy restrictions were to be put on firearms as a whole, I would adhere to those restrictions. And I would not advocate against more gun control and anything along those lines. Don't understand why crippling would be a slur. Yeah, I don't think crippling would be a slur. I'm more specifically referring to, and I do apologize for saying this, referring to an individual as a cripple. I do know that that is derogatory and offensive and can be used as a slur against people. And it has been used as a slur against me, actually, interestingly enough. I didn't think that would ever be the case in my life, but it has happened to me before. Recently, too, which is interesting. It was supposed to be in, like, a joking way. I was just talking about some health ailment stuff that I was going through and how it was affecting me. And then someone that I know just, like, said in, like, a joking manner, like, oh, man, whatever. I forgot what specifically they said. But they basically said how I was too young to be complaining about being a cripple. And that's just, like, weird. you know, that's just a weird thing to say to a person. It kind of discounts the fact that a disability can happen at any point in your life, and you need to be careful about that. More specifically, what I'm referring to is I'm tall, and I'm a level of tall and skinny that my body cannot properly support. I had quite a significant knee injury in my past. My left knee, it was sandpapered down. Okay, so I was going down a water slide on my knees. This was at a summer camp, like YMCA camp kind of thing. But, let's see. So, going to that building, or leave the building and then ascend up to Sinner's Road, go see those guys. That should actually be quite simple. What was the tangent I was going on? Jeez. I'm sorry. I'm losing my train of thought so often. Here we go. Right? No, this is not Sinner's Road. Fun fact, on my first playthrough, you got the bellways in the correct order. Oh, damn. Like, they showed up on the map in a design philosophy, in a way that would be satisfying to design philosophy. Like, they were added onto the map in the correct order. Oh, shit. Did I skip it? No, I need to go up one more time. Jeez Louises. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not really going to speak on any individual political stuff anymore right now, because it's just kind of tiring me, and I'm not really, I'm going around in loops, and I'm not well informed enough to really speak super strongly or give any, like, solutions on things. I don't trust myself enough to put myself into that position. But I do care very deeply about the platform that I have. Many may consider it negligible in size and small and redundant. I do not believe so. We just hit 6,000 subscribers, and the way that I always like to see it is that may not mean that all 6,000 people are tuned into you, but that's 6,000 people who feel comfortable enough to have you in their feed, you know? And I need to respect that. There we go. Oh. Oh. That makes me sad. Lugioli gets voided in Act 3. Found out the hard way. Lugioli. Who's Lugioli? I recognize that name. Lugioli. I recognize that. It's not going to be anywhere around here. The chef with the fat ass. Oh, you're right. Jeez, how did I forget that? God damn. I'm sorry, I keep on losing what I'm trying to say. Politics. Generally divisive things. Things that people talk about that they are very, very passionate about and can get very angry discussing. I want to try and promote an attitude where we can talk about things like immigration policy and the moral injustices in our world and the generally abhorrent things that people can go through and how our laws can facilitate that and how those should change. I feel like it's so very important to promote a world in which we can discuss these things freely, openly, calmly, in a way that just generally, no solution made of, no solution made out of haste is one that is the best possible solution, you know? And I feel like generally, especially nowadays where there's so much arguing and so much anger in our general just society, like social media, Twitter is so angry about so many things that it makes me feel bad genuinely for, like, okay, the spines. We need to promote more calm discussion. Because, to be honest, as much as it can feel like the things that we go through are the end of the world. They never are. At worst, it's the end of your life as an individual. And it's important to hold that close and to be very, very conscious of that fact. Unironically, biggest concern about the future is the effect of social media and what it has on folks, but that's another discussion entirely. That is also genuinely my take. My social media is restricted to Twitter when I need to be updated on things involving, like, the One Piece live action series. And I literally just stick to who I'm following. And I go to Twitter for, like, news about Friday Night Funkin', and I guess, like, yeah, it's mainly just One Piece and Friday Night Funkin' news. Like, that's all I really go to Twitter for. And then sometimes I will find myself scrolling through Twitter, but I very quickly immediately see, wow, these people are so sour and sad. And I click off and I click away. And I have gotten to a point where I've distanced myself from social media to where my main social media interactions are through YouTube comments. It's through Discord. It's through Instagram, but my Instagram Reels. The reason I use Instagram is because I genuinely believe that Instagram Reels feed is the easiest to curate into the content type that you want to see. And so I'm actually getting a lot of stuff that I actually do care about on Instagram Reels, and a lot of brain rot that's really, really funny. So that's why I like going through Instagram Reels. The comments can be a little vile from time to time, but because it's my only social media that I really allow myself, I'm able to kind of distance myself from that negativity. And I really appreciate it. Finally, a specimen worthy of my mighty machine. All right. Borderline torture time? Probably. I mean, it's needles. We got a lot of needles. Oh, we're getting tortured. Oh, we're getting tortured heavy. Okay. Bound to the crest of which. Recently was writing a paper for my ethics and computing course on the differences between journalistic articles and academic articles. Yes! Oh my god. You are genuinely. I try to preach to people so often how important it is to find academic sources for your information. Do not use journalism as where you get your facts from. Look at the sources that the journalists pull from. Go to a journalist's article and then look at where they're getting their information, and 99% of the time, they're just building upon some thing that, like, a person said. And it's like, okay, well, let me build this into this whole story and talk about what it could potentially mean. And then people take that opinion and then they hold it close and they make it their own. That is not what you should do. You should go to the source. Found a pretty interesting article on how all social media, or just on how social media in general affects negative characteristics like narcissism. I'm absolutely sure that social media has had negative effects on narcissism, because I've seen my own mother. She has narcissistic tendencies to such a degree that she is cut off from my family, and it is quite a sad thing. But she refuses any medical help for the things that we know she needs. And she demands love from us in a way where it is not true love. It is just the supporting of her own toxic comfort zone, if that makes sense. And it's a very unfortunate thing, but social media has affected her so heavily. She has gone down the pipeline of healing crystals and dimensional shifting and things like that. The delusional cultist beliefs that have stemmed ultimately from people trying to sell their spiritually adjacent kind of things. And it's such a shame, because there is some genuine belief at the very, very bottom core of it. But she has fallen so down far a rabbit hole to where my mom talks about how she is an archangel from the fourth dimension, and how we are living angry, sad lives trapped in the third dimension, and how we have to ascend ourselves up to her level in order to be able to accept true happiness, when in reality, we're just not happy around her. And we are happy when we're not around her. And she's just incapable of understanding that, because I think she truly is quite sad about the way that her relationship with my family has played out. Finally, we got rid of the parasite. But, and I do apologize for getting real and talking about my own personal life here for a second. It's just, I've been thinking about it quite frequently, especially with how I've had to reconnect myself with my mom's side of the family because of the death of my cousin. And I have started going over to my aunt more often, and now I have dedicated myself to, I am going to be doing weekly visits with her and calling her way more often than I normally have been, because, I mean, she's all alone at this point. And she can't reach out to my mom. She tried to reach out to my mom, but because of my mom's narcissistic tendencies and her, another thing that I should mention is that my mom's biological mother was schizophrenic. And my mom was adopted, and my dad was adopted, so I do not know. I try to get as much information as I can about my extended my blood relation to try and get medical history figured out. But my mom's biological mother was a schizophrenic. Or had schizophrenia. I shouldn't say is a schizophrenic. That feels kind of demeaning. But my mom's biological mom had schizophrenia. And I highly suspect that my mom has a form of a paranoid schizophrenia. She does face delusions very, very frequently. And she enters a state of mania from time to time, or manic happiness. It's not mania to the degree of, like, mental breakdown, but she will enter a euphoric state of mania that is very, very hard to deal with. And she, because of the spiritual healing crystals, fourth dimensional, you can heal yourself mind over matter through love type thing, like that mentality that she holds, I believe it's the reason why those episodes that she has are so consistent. It's because she never seeks out the help for it, and when we try and tell her to go and seek that help, she has so much distrust of the medical system that she refuses to take advantage of it. And I also distrust the medical system to a degree. I don't have medical insurance, and that puts me in a very bad position if I need their assistance. There's a lot of wrong in our medical system, but also for my mom, someone who is living alone, she only has to worry about her own personal finances. Simpletons hiding in that blasted Belvin would shudder into dust if they saw how much I achieved without them. Madame, I shan't lie, that was an ordeal such as I have rarely suffered. And yet the parasite does seem to have been unbound somewhat. Whatever remnant still lingers in my shell feels calmed, enough for me to claim its power as my own. Perhaps this is fortunate. That is a fortunate result after all. Of course, Great Yarnaby has healed you. Shout it through the caverns. Scream it from the great spinning towers. Just to make sure they hear you in the so-called civilized settlements of this ignorant land. All right. But the reason why I'm touching on all of this... Okay. But the reason why I am talking about the fact that obviously schizophrenia is running in my family, I do have reason to believe that I am very prone to also falling victim to schizophrenia. I, in my childhood, had very, very paranoid episodes. Like, I even to this day, paranoia rules a lot of my quiet moments. I have trouble with transitional rooms, hallways, stairs, dark rooms, dark lights. I always have the feeling of something around me, and it's very hard to manage. I only very rarely, from time to time, it is very, very rare for me to have auditory hallucinations, but I do have fits of very, very paranoid episodes where, like, I am genuinely scared of an environment that I should not be. And that also probably has ties to PTSD that I do very likely have. I've been through a lot. as happy-go-lucky as I can be, and as personable and good at communication skills that I have worked my way up to being, this is not the way that I once was. Also, let me know if the gameplay's lagging a little bit. I know it's at 30 frames per second. That is an active decision that I've made. I just don't know how good it looks on your guys' end. Okay. Crest of the Witch. Okay, well, first off, it gives us 2 weapons and 2 blue slots. So it's the same as the Shaman Crest. The difference is the movement and the fact that I get my weapons back. What do I have on Shaman Crest right now? Electricity thing and Silk. We're going to take off Silk Spear, and we're going to use Sharp Dart. On top of Sharp Dart, I would like to bring back the Volt Vessels. And... I'm not going to lie, Rosary Cannon is kind of very ass. Cannot easily get into the Witch Crest because you found the healing too weird for your taste. I should test out the healing. Curve Claw. And then Speed of Binding. And then Polyp Pouch. And then I will add Volt Filament once I get the next memory locket. I think that's how I'm going to build it. But yeah. I need to swap the tools. Right there. And then right there. And I'm interested. Okay, it does poison it. But yeah, I am going to be very cautious if in the future I do have more severe schizophrenia. I do not think what I have right now would medically count, but I'm not a medical professional, and I have not really discussed this properly with medical professionals. And I have been shaken off when I have tried to mention it because of my age. They say, oh, well, usually stuff like that doesn't appear unless you're, you know, stuff like that usually does not manifest in people your age. And I'm like, well, would it manifest quicker or be aggravated by traumatic events of sorts? And then I kind of just get a, like, hey, that's not my field. Or, well, not a, hey, that's not my field. But, you know, it's just, the thing I more so got was, in that case, it would probably be more classified under fits of PTSD. Pale oil, you're right. I did get the pale oil. Holy shit, I knew I was forgetting something. But yeah, just know that I am very, very cautious about my own mental state and my own mental health and my own physical health. I try to stay very well learned about all of those things and very well researched. And if ever any signs of deterioration in my character or in my mind seem prevalent in the live streams, like, if you guys are catching things, then I don't know. I guess just try and let Pauline know what's up. Like, contact them through the Discord, or like tell them to maybe keep out an eye or something. But I do not think that's something that you guys would ever have to worry about at any point in the future. And also, I feel like it would never have to get to that point, because I have this conversation just as much with Pauline, that I try and tell them, hey, this is stuff that I should warn you about. This is stuff that I've been thinking about. I try to keep my thoughts as open as possible, and I try to be as transparent with my partner as I can possibly be, because I feel like that's very important. I love Pauline a lot. I really do. I'm very excited to be doing an Outer Wilds playthrough with them very soon. I am very thankful for all the support that they give me with the YouTube channel, with how they constantly give me assets and how they'll join along for the live streams. I don't know if they are really a person that enjoys the social aspect of live streaming too much, like, you know, the being an entertainer and having to talk and voice your opinions and things along those lines. I think that they can get easily frustrated with not being able to properly convey their thoughts through language. But it is something they've been training and getting a lot better at. Their writing has been getting quite excellent. It's very flowery in a way that can be a little campy, but I think it's very cute and I like it a lot. And, you know, obviously all those feelings, those are the pluses. Ultimately, I need money. All right, let's go farm for money. But ultimately, the reason why Pauline and I are so close with each other and why we now hold the relationship that we do, it all boils down to the simple fact that we have shared traumas. We have a shared perspective on how to manage and heal those traumas. We give each other a very, very large amount of breathing room. And we understand each other. And that's a very, very important thing to have when you are deciding who to live with for the rest of your life. Who could have thunk it? Okay, can I stay midair for this? I can, and it lashes out, but it heals 1. I don't know how I feel about that, actually. I might switch back to Shaman. I'd much rather drop to the ground and heal than only heal once. It acts as a quick attack, but it only heals once. I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, that's so unfortunate. All right. We're back to the Shaman. And yes, we do have the Witch. I just switched off of it. I can't handle the single mask heal. Maybe if the silk cost for it doesn't heal 1. Did I just lose the heal in time? I'll switch back if it doesn't heal 1. I'll switch back. I'll experiment with it a little more, because I did give Shaman Crest quite a lot of time and support. And I'm not even using my proper skills right now. It heals 3 unless the enemy you kill was too weak. Huh? Whip the needle in sweeping swings. Leech the life of Life leech. That's what it is. Okay. That's what I was confused by. Fuck! Yeah, what was I even discussing? Right, I was talking about my relationship with Pauline. Just something important to have in life is people that you can share your experiences and your beliefs and your legacy with. That's what I really truly believe. And you don't need to have a romantic partner for that. You can just, you know, if you're not comfortable with having a romantic relationship with an individual, you do not need to force yourself into that situation. But I do believe it is very important to have people that you are very, very close with, whether they be friends, whether they be, you know, just a romantic partner. Oh shit. But in the case between Pauline and I, we are both very funny and very cool people. And I died. Okay. Let me go ahead and change up where I'm doing this. I'm trying to farm for money. Let's go to the Grand Bellway. There we go. And I can get the next Evo upgrade now? I probably can, that's true. I'm gonna farm for a little bit for this needle. Okay, so this should be a long corridor for me to be able to get both the stuff from. No, that's a room. If you want money, go to Craw Lake. Really? Is that the money farming place? Is that halfway home? Just like run right from there and then just farm in the Craw Lake area? Alrighty. There we go. Yeah. I'm sorry. I know that I'm like hopping back and forth between genuine discussion and playing the video game. It's helping me keep my energy up, honestly, if I'm being honest. Just being able to like talk very realistically. Like not just try and entertain, be able to talk about what's been on my mind. Oh, I do have an item, you're correct. I have a summons that I never acknowledged or used. Okay, I see how it works now. I think I hate about possibly having to move out of the country is the fact that you'll be moving away from all the people you know, and for an introvert it isn't easy to connect to others. Yeah, which is why, like, again, you understand the risks of your situation better than I ever could, but if you are able to try and continue to stay with the community that you have, I would highly implore you to try and strengthen that community. And then potentially use that as your survival gateway through getting through what this country's going through. Because I do genuinely think that things are not going to get war levels of bad. They are going to get... Your state may become unsafe levels of bad, but I do not think that fleeing the country is a... Depending... Okay. From my perspective, and keep in mind, I am white, I am an American mutt, I have no lineage, no heritage, I was born and raised in Kentucky, so I am very hard to discriminate against. The only thing that people could discriminate against me for is my acceptance of the transgender youth. It is my acceptance of general LGBTQ plus ideologies in the first place. It is my neutrality. that is the things that keep me safe. Or no, rather my beliefs are the things that have me at risk, but I am protected very much by my outward appearance and how I am presented. Because I'm not gonna lie, I look like a redneck. I look like a bit of a redneck. I really, really do. This is Verdania. Yeah. I need to go back to the house. But, I do think that maybe fleeing the state to live somewhere else within the country, it could be viable. But then again, I'm in a city where ICE has only been spotted once, and it was not near the location of which I lived. But just understand that ICE, straight up, they are thugs. They are straight up thugs. You should not. You should enact in any type of protest that you can, or that you are able and willing to do. You know, like me personally, my way of protest is through the opinions and ideologies that I hold and that I stay vocal about. That's my personal form of protest. I, in the past, have stayed away from physically attending protests, but my opinion on that fact... Court of Crows. Oh, goodness. But yeah, my opinion on maybe... I feel like I'd be more willing to attend actual proper protests nowadays. I feel like I would physically go out and protest in my city if there was one happening. And I have turned down invites from friends in the past. And maybe I do regret those a little bit now. I'm not really quite certain. Because I do have things to lose. I have a lot of things to lose if protests were to go wrong and I were to be, you know, assaulted by any law enforcement or... That does do a lot of damage, you're correct. When we first did this fight, you used the sewing machine strat. Made this fight very enjoyable. I don't know what the sewing machine strat is, but... Crawfather. I didn't pick up my cocoon, did I? Wow, 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 wow. Oh, I died. Yeah, I died. I never picked up my cocoon. It's fine, though. I'll live. Well, now we know where it's at, so. It's okay, it's okay. Don't know if the risk of deportation is worth the fight right now. We either leave and possibly come back in the future when things do escalate. When things de-escalate, rather than the risk not being able to return or worse. Yeah, exactly. Again, it's up to personal priorities, because I'm the type of person where I am so connected to where I live, and I'm unmedicated for things that I probably should be medicated for. And it is very hard for me to adapt to significant environmental changes. And I am at a position in my life where I just want to protect what I have as much as I can. If Pauline's at threat, if my dad's at threat, if the rest of my family's at threat, then I will do my best to support whatever decisions they want to make. But ultimately, like, if Pauline says, I want to leave America, and my dad's like, I want to stay in America, then I'd say, then we need to think about no longer, using this place to live. I died, by the way. Because, like, if Pauline wanted to move out of the country and my dad wanted to stay in the country, I would follow Pauline. I would. I genuinely would. And why am I saying that like that's a hot take or whatever? Of course you'd choose to go with your partner. But, I would worry for my dad. He works too hard. He works so hard. He's constantly working shifts, like, all the time. I barely ever see him in the house. We don't really get to play board games or anything along those lines like we used to. And it's tough, but I want to keep doing what I'm doing. I like working at the bakery. I want to get to a significant level of influence over the bakery to where I could potentially be making a significant portion of the income that comes in from the business. I'm working an hourly type wage, but, I guess what I'm technically discussing would be swapping to something a little more annual. But that is far, far in the future. And I can't guarantee anything in the future that far. Okay, the speed at which this comes out, Okay, so these guys actually just have a really crazy hitbox when they're diving is what I'm learning. Damn it. Alright, not doing too hot. Oh my god. I'm probably ending stream soon after this. Because once I finish this, I presumably get the money that I need in order to upgrade the nail. And that's what I want to do. He has a hitbox during his intro animation. Yes, he does. That is something that I have just had to tackle. Ah, man. I don't know, man. My goal in life right now is continue my work at the bakery. It's making, like, my work at the bakery, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. I've had to spend a decent amount of large amount of money here, large amount of money here, large amount of money here. Like, I've had to do that very significantly this year. More than I would have liked. There we go. But I'm still able to live. I'm able to live relatively comfortably. There is a lot of stuff that I would like to change up about the house. I want to pay off my house. I want to get our mortgage done. potentially we might refinance depending on how the market shifts, but I need to save up enough money to put down that down payment again. Here we go. And the YouTube channel has been making money. I bought Silksong with the channel money. I bought a couple other games with the channel money that I plan on playing very soon. And I'm sorry, I'm kind of getting cooked, so I'm gonna swap. I'm gonna swap crests because I'm not really a big fan of. I want to switch back to Shaman. But yeah, I want the channel. Okay, so like, realistically talking, what the channel needs in order to become sustainable for me, the portion of the house payments that I personally am paying are about, I do $700 a month. That's my portion of the mortgage payments for the house. I believe I also pay my phone bills. I think I do that on a credit card. I pay my own phone bills. I don't believe my dad's the one doing that anymore. And then I'm in charge of just all my, like, food and stuff. Like, our kitchen very rarely is super stocked up for everyone in the house. It's like, yeah, no, we split up. Yo, what's up?
Pauline.
You got me Doritos, thank you.
Yeah.
Speaking
I was
of
trying
which,
to alert you by screaming.
I couldn't hear you.
So I just felt like, and every single time I would scream and you wouldn't acknowledge, I was just like, oh no, this isn't funny anymore.
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm back from the store with the milk and cigarettes.
It's been 22
It
years.
has
Oh, fucking. Okay, sorry. I'm in the middle of a boss fight. I'm gonna finish this boss fight, and then I'm going to probably end the stream and come downstairs. Thank you for the Doritos, Pauline. I love
Fill
you.
your stomach up with happiness and love and sunshine and cupcakes, but they're not cupcakes, they're Doritos. I love you, chat. Mwah! Mwah! That's my mall kiss. That's my special little mall kiss because I love you, chat. Mwah! And also, I love you, Noah, because
You are so silly. You need to go downstairs now.
you hate me.
Mwah. No, I love you.
Mwah!
Leave! Leave now forever. Get the gross gay shit away from chat. Alright, let's see. Oh my god. Alright. But yeah, if the YouTube channel gets to a place to where it's consistently making more than $1,000 a month, I will probably start focusing a lot more on the YouTube channel. Like, as in actively taking less hours at my bakery job. And, like, going a little more all in with this. Right now, I'm just kind of treating the channel like a hobby-ish kind of job. I mean, like, it makes money, but I feel scared to spend that money because of taxes. But if the channel makes $1,000 a month, that's where I would start to feel a little more comfortable about maybe even relying on it for general improvements to my life, like actually helping pay the mortgage for my house and all that kind of stuff. Oh my god, bruh. And I will say that the channel is making about a little less than $2 a day right now, just so you guys know. Let me actually check my YouTube studio just to let you all know. We're currently at 6,038 subscribers. Analytics for yesterday was 1,236 views. Our watch time was 136 hours. I got 12 new subscribers. And this is kind of riding off of the Homestuck video, by the way. My top content right now. In the last 48 hours, I've gotten 2,580 views. 1.5 thousand of those views is from the Homestuck reaction. This stream is at 64 just about right now. Yep, 64 views on this stream. The finale stream for Deltarune, the Chapter 3 stream for Deltarune. Interestingly enough, the Wyvern boss fight short and the Supreme/The End boss fight short from Sonic Frontiers, those are still doing good. The I Played Every Parappa game video is pretty consistently getting views as well. But, yeah, if I were to properly monetize the channel, it would be with memberships and the like. And don't worry, I'd be moral about it. I'm not gonna do some bullshit where it's like, oh, $5 in order to talk in chat, and it's gonna be chat members only, like, all the time. Like, I'd be smart about it. And I wouldn't want to charge too much for, like, a cheaper option. I'd like to have cheap options for a membership option type of deal, you know? Like, make super chats more rewarding, like, have an actual properly, like, animated on-screen thing that, you know, would make super chats worth it. Member benefits that I need to properly figure out. I'd have to learn a lot of how to program Sammy properly. That's the main thing. But I'd make the memberships like probably like I don't see the cheapest option being any more than $2 a month. There we go. I mean, if I wanted to make it sound really like, oh wow, that's unheard of and we should support that because it's so crazy, as like a $1 a month subscription, but I don't even know if YouTube would allow me to do that. I haven't looked into it too heavily. But I'm pretty sure you can customize the cost pretty significantly, so. Why am I doing that, bro? I need to take that guy seriously, man. Gotta leave now? Alright, see you later. There we go. Sorry that I pause so frequently during this series. It's because it's long. But I'm enjoying myself a lot with this game. This is a very, very good game.
I'm also drinking my water.
Get ready for Super Chat only, guys. Thank you for the $2, Danny. I will now make it so that everyone needs to pay $2 every day forever to me daily. If you want YouTube channel videos, I'm gonna hold them hostage. You want the Outer Wilds playthrough? You gotta pay me. You gotta meet the goal first. The goal is $1,500. No, Outer Wilds is happening once I finish Silksong. That's been decided for quite a while. All right, there. But yeah, for reference, do not mention this in the Discord server, because there was one person in the Discord server that I know is gonna. That I want to. Actually, you know what? If he hears it through watching the VOD, I don't think he's in chat right now, but I do want to maybe see his reaction to this reveal. So if you are listening to this, then Jake, you should mention it in the Discord server. But the next planned games that I have right now, they're split into two categories. The ones that I just personally want to do, which will just be like way more casual, quick, like I'll just do them whenevers. And then there's the ones that I think people would genuinely want to join in on, that I might try and have a proper schedule for. I'm not going to reveal the personal streams just because they're just whatever games. It's like Cultic and I don't even remember. I think Dredge is on there. Just stuff I want for the month of October. But the next like major playthroughs after Silksong is Outer Wilds, Ghost Trick, and Spiritfarer. Those are the main three that I am planning to do. Obviously, Mina the Hollower when that comes out, Metroid Prime 4 when that comes out. But when it comes to the indies, those are the games that I'm planning on doing. Or not the indies, but I guess more... niche, I guess? Yeah, those are the planned games. It's Outer Wilds, In Stars in Time. Silksong and In Stars in Time we're doing right now. In Stars in Time we've been having scheduling issues with. I should really lock in with that, actually. There we go. And no, I will not announce this anywhere else. Or maybe I'll bring it up, like, slightly casually. I don't know. I want people to just be, like, pleasantly surprised by whatever playthroughs I decide to make. And I don't like making promises, really. I feel confident in the Outer Wilds, Ghost Trick, Spiritfarer ones. I know for certain that I'm going to be doing those eventually. And I suspect them to be like the last little playthroughs of 2026. Or 2025, sorry. There we go. Why am I dashing towards it, man? Ah, damn it. I was actually kind of locking in for that one a little bit. Okay, the watch group is planning to do Dawn to Dawn after Trent finishes eating, so we are now officially on a deadline. The stream ends after I beat the boss, or until the Don Don group like really wants to watch and not wait for me. I have a decent amount of time, so let me go ahead and lock the fuck in. All right. Right, that move. I forgot about it. That sucked. Alright, I was stressing too much. I'm also sweating up in my room, dude. The Doritos are keeping me going. Hate how these guys have helmets. It is quite annoying. I do have to be honest. All right. I did not mean to double jump there. Stop swinging up, please. I beg of you, D-pad. I'm gonna assume the court in the background is how many are gonna be coming out. Oh, damn it. I did it on top of him. I forgot about the floor thing. Oh, man. Drink some water. Lean forward. Get water on my face. Don't get overwhelmed by these horrible, horrible, horrible enemies that are horrible and awful. Okay. went too far to the right. He did his stupid fuck-ass dash into the wall. Out of curiosity, have you seen or played a game called Voices of the Void? I have not heard of that before. I might have seen like I might have seen gameplay of it. It depends on how old it is. If this is a fairly more recent game, I probably have not seen it. Unless it showed up in like a Nintendo Direct or something. But the name doesn't like give me any ideas. What now, bitch? So when he flies, you can always safely stay right below him, like every time, and it'll be completely fine. There we go. Jesus. Less you know about it, the better, but the spoiler-free synopsis is that you are an intern working analyzing satellite dish signals from space. And as you live through the days stuff happens. Interesting. Satellite monitoring potential horror game. I am intrigued. Craw Memento. Iron emblem of the Court of Craws, absolving the bearer of all crimes past and future. The memento can be displayed in a home. In a home, you say? Oh. I'm in a building, so they kind of got stuck. Oh. Craw bell. Nest fashioned from an old bell. Oops. Once set up, young craws will occasionally roost within, filling the bell in shell shards and rosaries. Crawbell can be installed on the exterior of your home. Rosary collection thing, eh? And that's the only way out. Well, I mean, I guess I could technically do this. Yeah, but why would I want to do that when there's new stuff over here? Welcome to the stage of the game where you will no longer run out of money. Hooray! Kind of. I probably have to AFK farm, or like, it'll collect while I'm AFK. It's the taxpayer from Terraria, basically. Crawbell is really good, especially since you got it now while you still have a good amount of stuff to get. Okay, cool. That's good to know. I'll keep it in mind.
Cadestre.
Ravine drama.
Got this item way later in the game, so you literally had no need for that much stuff. Okay. Damn, that's unfortunate. Alright. Oh, a memento. What about the Crawbell? Can be installed on the exterior of a home. Like right here? Nice. So I can hit that and it'll just have money as I play, like over time? I don't know. I guess, oh, we'll see. But, yeah, I am done with that boss fight. Unfortunately, we do not have enough money to get the nail upgrade this stream, so that'll be happening next time. I do apologize. Tomorrow's what, Thursday? I should be able to stream tomorrow, honestly. I don't see any reason why I wouldn't be able to. I do have a friend that's going to be coming over and hanging out with me on Friday. So I do not know if I'm going to stream on Friday or not, but we're going to try and get Instars in Time back on its regular schedule on Saturday. We'll see how it goes. Alright, Grandmother Silk wants me to get the fuck out of here. So, yeah. This was a fairly laid-back stream, fairly personal stream also, on top of that, it seems. But, I had a lot of fun. I'm happy with the progress we made. So, thank you all very much for watching, whether or not it was live or through the VOD. If you want to go ahead and get updates for when I plan on streaming next, you can actually go down into the description and join my community... my community Discord. That's what I was trying to say. But, it is where all the updates happen. We play Wordle every day. We share art every day. And it's a nice community. We got a lot of people. It's very chill. We don't have any problems or nothing. As in, we don't have, like, consistent, constantly having to, like, moderate. Like it's a very, very chill place. It's very nice. So, join if you want to have some people to talk to. So, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and leave off here. As I said, I'm going to try and continue more of this game tomorrow. And I will see you all later. Bye-bye.